National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Toronto Huskies and our own team. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's got room. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the match.
And right away, he lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky. Too right.
I saw that. I got it. And right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves. If we're going to have that kind of a reference, they've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Fights through him. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back in their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Here's Jacobs. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Alert! 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 Alert!
In motion left is Watkins. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. but I often think that second down is a time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Check, contact, check, contact. 77. Flat, flat.
They'll run with Jacobs. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had to fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury and having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And they'll start with great field position at the 31-yard line.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out...
Put on that ball?
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball, what's going on? Back-to-back drives, back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out here to play in the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else, there will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 72 yards on the ground here for Jacobs, and this is a 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs to the 27-yard line. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the 1st round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Try to run for it with Jacobs. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with the run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Josh Jacobs with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles are off to a 13-0 first-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Here's Hall again. Shoves him aside. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Straight ahead is Hall. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Hall on a give up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. On play action, it's Murray. On the move to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines. But incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. To throw, it's Murray. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And all the way in for the touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Huskies have got it back to within a score. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Huskies 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Valentine opting not to return it, and his guys will have it at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
19
Once again, it's Jacobs. Room here to run. There he goes, right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big stroke like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. The The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits. Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll get it inside the 35. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Second down, Jacobs once more. Running right through it. It's a room to maneuver. Touchdown, Houston. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football, and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Ball again on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. They had that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Murray now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. They'll give to Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to be the 3rd down.
I like the confidence of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes. Was out there alive. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand. And that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Throwing now is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
for it. It's Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Here we go, here we go. Look at my team. Standing at Roscoe.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Hurts fumbles it, and this will be scooped up by the defense. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Here's a give to Hall, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They're getting on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's third and 6. On third down, here's Hall. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 57 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And that's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one. Is down again. It's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop it. First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
On second down, a run with Hall. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Goal-to-goal runs, you create lost yardage plays. The only way that happens is either call pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Now Murray. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds on the right side, just inside the 20. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down.
Great job here by this defense. They try to bring the receiver from one side of the field to the other, hoping he'll get lost in the wash. But a really nice job there to make a quick tackle and force 4th and goal.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Check match, check match.
On 1st down, Hurts under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts under pressure, and they got to him again. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Cut 19, cut 19.
Back to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Let's go now. Trap 50, trap 50. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Buffalo 18.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. To try again after the sack. Hurts. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Hurts. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. A final shot before half from Murray. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Ball again on 2nd down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Running left, it's Hall. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. On first down, right back to Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Hall. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. In motion, the tight end. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And they'll stop him right on the midfield strip. Just a 1-yard gain. Now need a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack. And it's right downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second-half blowout material. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. My goodness, 229 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 14 yards out as these guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league where we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Murray. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. McPherson now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Paul again. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff for Hall. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A give running right is Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Murray going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Give to Hall running right. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot, maybe 4 inches. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Breece Hall, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Huskies get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Valentine opting not to return it, and his guys will have it at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Cut 19!
Throwing is Hurts. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Josh Jacobs, 14 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Taken down at the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's Hall again. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. White will try the left side, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. This will be a loss of 3. Now a much tougher 3rd down limit. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. The slot man in motion right. Hall ought to give up the middle. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
And a big fan stepped that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Pass complete. Now race for the marker. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. They're on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Drop 50, drop 50. 50 Maverick, 50 Maverick. Buffalo 18.
Here's Hurts to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
First down. First and 10 on the 49-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his big tight end here. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end. But right now, they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Azeez Ojulari in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's
under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Come on, come on. Hey. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Red alert, 79 Broncos. Hurt. Pack the street.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was fourth down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
Murray, one final try. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Here's a give to Hall. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This defense works off the field. They can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice. Obviously, you're trained.